What up? My name is Brad. Welcome back to Dragon Ball Legends. Today, we're jumping in for the final stat buffs. As far as I can tell, I don't think there's going to be any more announced. There is, it is what it is. This is my third stat buff video today. I don't plan on making any more anytime soon. We're going to jump into some PvP again tomorrow. So, keep that in mind. If you enjoy anything that I do, make sure you subscribe to the channel, leave me a like, click on those notifications, you know what to do, all this stuff. So, jumping in, we're going to take a look at this Vegeta. Now, I really would have preferred the purple one. I'm okay with this guy getting the buff as well, but I think the purple one's just overall better and cooler. Everybody likes him more. That's my opinion. He's a lot of people's first 7-star as well. Now, look at your stats. And really, this guy doesn't even have bad stats. I mean, 110,000 is not great, but for perspective, that's only 10,000 below chilled. Now, obviously, his strike attack and his defenses, sure. But, I mean, his key restore 1,500 is not horrid. It's bad, but it's not like it's like, oh my gosh, like Demon King has like 1,300 or something like that. Piccolo, before he got his buff, had like 1,100. So it's not horrendous. He does give you 2 blast cards. He is part of Frieza Force, which is going to be... when Frieza Force makes its comeback, you may be able to run a straight Frieza Force Saiyan team. And it's probably going to be a little nutty, so we'll see what's up there. But form attack, plus 20% to blast damage for 20 timer counts. Nice and solid green card. I assume that's getting changed. I read through it, but let me double check that again when we get there. Deals major impact damage. Cause enemy to receive 10% more blast damage. It's not bad. It's pretty standard generic Gala gun. It's like, alright, hey, this is great. Z ability Noble Elite. 35% to key recovery for 12 timer counts. That's actually a really good one. So the thing I did see is they're buffing that to permanent. That's good. So if he even gets like 2,300 on his key restore, that's going to be a crazy key restore. Indefinite. That's a whole different story. Now we're really talking. He does just give yellow strike and blast defense. That's not a bad thing. I mean, giving himself 2 defenses as an extreme, if you can give him the attack support, he'll be hitting pretty damn hard. Blast attack up, 20% blast damage if 2 hours are down. It's not bad, not terrible. It's kind of like, okay, that's pretty sick, I guess. I don't know. It does the job. Like sometimes he's not gonna be your lone warrior that wins the battle for you. But if you have to get one unit down real quick. Okay, sorry there was a weird cut there. The whole game just like locked up and I had to close out Legends, reopen it. Oh, it's going great. Overall stats will be increased. The ability yellow element buff, so it goes up higher, which isn't a bad thing. I'm assuming 30 to 35%. I mean, 7-starred, probably 35% to both defenses, which is going to be good. Maybe 30% is where they'll cap it. Actually, yeah, I say that, and you have like the green Saiyan Saga, or the green Frieza Namek Saga Vegeta, the extreme one. He only gives 28% to just blast. He got nerfed on his like buff. Like it's a good buff, but it's also like so he might only do 30%. That would make more sense. Even 28 because it's an extreme. 30 is kind of sparking only kind of thing. Overall stats, obviously, main ability duration will be increased from 12 counts to permanent. That is a big game changer for him. That's a big difference. 35% is a nice amount of key recovery. So I mean, being your final unit. If you happen to say, I mean, you could just pop your main ability whenever because it'll just be permanent at that point. You pop it after, I think it was 10 counts, 15 counts. You just pop it and you go from there. So he'd be great as a final last stand unit at that point. We'll have to see with him. I don't think he's going to be anything game changing. I still would have preferred the sparking one, but I'm okay with it. I'm fine with it too. Like I don't mind some of these other units getting some love as well. That's not a problem. We'll jump back over real quick. Take a look at the team here. So Turles. I'm torn because, yes, I mean, I like Turles as a character. Like, I made a video on all 3 Turleses. Hero one's not that bad. He's not great, but he's not that bad. The purple one's fantastic. He's absolutely one of the best units in the entire game. Not even a doubt in my mind he's in the top 20 best units. Seriously, he puts up the damage. He's got the green card. It's gotten a little crazy since he got his buff. I mean, we started getting Cell and Gohan and all these crazy units. But absolutely, besides the Z tier, he's in A tier. He's high A tier for sure, the purple one. I don't know too much what they're going to do with this guy. His stats are abysmal. He needed it. Absolutely. Not disagreeing with that. Like, he has good key restore, so they even buff that a little bit. That's great. He gives 2 blast cards. Pure Saiyan. Could be better, could be worse. There's not much else you can really do for him, though. So, there's actually nothing else you can do for him. So, one of the following effects occur at random. Restore his own health by 20%. That's nice and solid. Or, yeah, following effects, 20% blast damage inflicted, or 20% strike damage. It's not bad. You obviously want to hit that blast because his blast is significantly higher, but we'll take it. Deals major impact damage, 10% to own strike arts power, plus 15 timer count. For 15 timer counts. Plus 15 timer counts. Deals major impact damage, 10%. It's not bad. I mean, his strike is so weak, 10% is nothing. I assume they'll buff that up a little bit higher. Because 10% means absolutely nothing to, 30,000 less strike attack than blast attack. It doesn't mean anything. Universe Destroyer, 45% of strike damage inflicted. That's a great ability. If they even increase that to 30 counts, he'll be fantastic. 45%. Then you're talking some strike damage. That's a good amount. That's a nice buff to even it out his stats, but not so much to 10%. Green-based strike attack and strike defense and blast defense. Always been a good ability. It's always been a solid one. I like getting both defenses from units. I'm a fan of that. Colors, not the biggest fan. If he does Saiyans, we have to check to see exactly what it does. I highly doubt they would do that, but if they do that, man. 15% damage to Super Warrior. Give us some Super Warriors to hit harder than. I don't know why so many units have this, and it's like, who's running Super Warriors? I guess it's okay in story. That's not the end of the world, but I don't know, man. Let's jump back over real quick. We'll take a look at Turles. We're going to be jumping around a little bit here because we've already looked through a lot of these units. He just got announced as well. Overall stat buff, Z ability green buff strength, so it just goes up. I assume it'll cap out the 28 to 30%. New unique ability, innate power, inflicted damage up. That's not bad, so just damage. Not freaking Striker Blast, which is always nice. Increases damage after a certain number of counts from the battle start. So say it's 20 counts, after the battle starts, then you're just indefinitely stronger on top of his main ability. Oh, that is his main ability. That's great. I don't mind that. I think this will be good for him. The purple one's already good. Hero one is runnable. You're not going to use him, but you can if you really want to. If you want to do the triple Turles team just for fun, you can. It's not horrible. You just have to have a lot of movie team buffs. Or Saiyan buffs if you got it, but movies are easier. I'm okay with it. It's just, I would have preferred a different unit personally, but it's based on how many times we use him. So we're not using him, obviously. That's why he's here. It makes sense. I get it. I will jump into the final unit of this video, and hopefully the final stat buff unit I gotta talk about. I've talked about so many damn stat buff units. I just want them to get their buffs. Heart Virus Goku. Now, when it comes down to stats, he's actually probably got the best of a lot of the buffed units that are coming out, minus Demon King. Demon King's got a really good one for extreme unit. He's got a good base stat to work with. But Heart Virus was on top of the world, Heart Virus was on top of the world when he first came out because of how it used to work with the Strike Swipe combo. He was insane. You can get out, you can just dominate. And then it just fell off the face of the earth when they changed it. This is what happened. He gives you a strike and a blast, which makes sense. He's pretty even on both the stats. That's nice. A lot of people have pulled him multiple times, so that's good as well. Major impact damage, 20% of damage inflicted. Form of attack, 20% of key recovery. Everything lines up that he's actually pretty good. I mean, Swift Bout, 20% damage inflicted for 15 counts. Like I said, when he first dropped, everybody thought he was garbage because he loses HP every turn. And yeah, that's a terrible ability. Every attack. Yeah, it's a terrible ability, but I mean, he was increasing his card draw speed before anybody else was. That wasn't like a commonplace thing. He was boosting his damage. He had the perfect strike swipe kind of thing to work with. He was so powerful when he first dropped. And I mean, he's still very used, in my opinion, for bench units. Strike and blast attack for yellow units, that's always great. If you're running something that you need a mono yellow team, that's one of your best ones. Him and Super Saiyan 2 Goku on the Buu Saga, they're both fantastic on teams still, just because of that. Minus 10 to own cost from battle start. So yeah, all of his stuff costs 10 less, so it's like 9 and 19, which is great. Effect does not apply to Awakened or Ultimate Arts, which makes sense. It'd be busted if you had 40. You throw on Mr. Satan on the team, you're rocking like however much, 30 for your ultimate. He's doing additional damage. He actually would have been really nuts in that sense, but it makes sense. Minus 5 to own health, 5% to own health for each arch card used, which means that you get 20 attacks then. That's it. Which isn't bad. Like I said, in the old metagame, you could 6 attacks and they'd go down. You have your additional damage. He had good stats, everything. You're running a mono yellow team, he could body it. Not so much now. I mean, I don't think I've even remotely tried to touch Heart Virus Goku in... Good lord, I don't even know. So, overall stat buff. Z ability yellow buff strength increased from 5-star. I'm not a fan of that. I don't want just yellow buffs. Like, they really should have done... They should have done something weird. Yellow both stats, and then just Saiyans, strike attack or something. Give him critical. You know what I mean? He's already a Super Saiyan. So coming off of Bardock with some extra critical would have been fantastic. Just not a big fan of just yellow buffs. I don't like color buffs too much. And there's a lot of color buffs happening to where it's kind of like, I don't want to run yellow mono teams. I don't want to run any mono teams. Not even just yellow. I don't want to run mono teams in general. Like, that's just not... It can be viable. Like, purple can be really good. It's not as good now with Cell running around. Even Vegeta can destroy a mono purple team if that person knows what they're doing. The amount of attack. It's just not viable. You know what I mean? Gotenks, for example. If he feints one of your main purple guys, like your Broly or something, you're done. I mean, you've already lost. You know what I mean? So, it's just not that great. Viral Heart Disease activates 15 counts at the battle start, plus cancels enemy attribute upgrades, not downgrades, when Goku's KO'd. So that's great. So any kind of buffs you get, when Goku goes down, then they all go down with him. That's fantastic. And you can use him with Gohan as well, Super Saiyan 2, give him that 100% buff, he counts as a Goku. You could use him with freaking the Super Saiyan 2? No, Super Saiyan Second Coming Gohan, the blue one. You could use him to get the buffs off and everything. There's going to be a lot of options for this Goku. It's the color buffs. I'm just not a fan of that. I'm assuming 35% at 7 stars. Probably 30% at 5 stars, I would think. We'll have to see exactly how that breaks down, but it's not terrible. Okay, guys, I am officially done talking about buffed units. Holy Jesus, I've been talking for 45 minutes straight now. So I'm going to get out of here. I appreciate you guys watching. Sorry about no PvP today. I just needed a second from it. We had to talk about all these units. Gonna be a lot of PvP coming, as per usual. Monday through Wednesdays, normally the slower days on the channel anyways. Thursday through Sundays where we're really kicking into gear. Minus last week, some stuff was going on. But I'm gonna get out of here. You have yourself a great day. Deuces.